National Stadium, and on Friday that's a public holiday for every Kenyan, and I'm sure, like Victor pointed out, we shall have several heads of state from different countries coming in to show their respects to President Mwai Kibaki. And then on Saturday, Nyeri County, Othaya, is where the body of President Kibaki will be interred. All factors remaining constant, obviously, if this debate about him being buried at the Heroes Corner does not continue. But so far, with the program from government is that President Kibaki will be interred in Othaya, a constituency he represented up until 2013 when he retired. He was their member of parliament. And we have the former vice president. He was actually the vice president of Kibaki in the second term. That is Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, making his way into, and I see being received by the deputy president as he makes his way into parliament. Obviously, we don't expect Prime Minister Railla Odinga in this event, bearing in mind that he's on a working tour in the United States of America. But before he went, he had his message to the nation, and saying Kibaki took charge, he led. If there was a person who was keen on leading his people and providing the morale for work, was President Mwai Kibaki. He was a team leader. That's how the former premier Railla Odinga remembers President.
Politicians worked together. You remember Kalonzo Musyoka was a member of KANU. Raila Odinga also was a student of Moi. All of them,
even the deputy president.
Even the deputy president was director of elections way back then. And
the president was the party leader.
Exactly.
So, and now you see Amos Kimunya, Minister for Lands, Minister for Finance,
and right now leader,
and Minister for Transport under President Kibaki.
In fact, right now, the minister was telling me that this is a point that you not even know that these politicians are currently in a different political sides. It's their time to come together. But Minister.
Yeah, it's very true. Look at what happened 2-3 days ago.
Right.
And what is happening now. Today, there is not, we are all together for one reason, to mourn a genuine who had just left us.
Yes.
Just, well, we would say there's a good celebration. If it were okay, we would encourage it, but
yeah. All right.
Because it brings us together. Yeah.
Okay. We still have.
You can't imagine. You can't imagine.
According to the minister, you can't imagine that 3-4 days ago.
This is what was happening 3 days ago.
You should know. Absolutely. Okay. Something that I would love to ask you, how did President Mwai Kibaki, that is, before we get there, that is Honorable Kalonzo Musyoka with the Deputy President there having a tete-a-tete. Of course, the President is almost arriving there. And once he arrives, we'll see a change of environment, and that would actually now open the door for the public to go in and view the body. And later on, it will be an open event for everyone. But, Minister, the president, that is the late President Mwai Kibaki, tried to demystify that elitist form of presidency during his tenure. He was more approachable, he was more interactive. He demystified this issue of, I am the king, and I'm among the people.
I think that this was also brought up by the way he grew up. Growing up from a member of parliament to a minister to a vice president and all that up to the time you become a president. All this time you have seen all sorts of levels, you have seen all sorts of consultation, and you see the right way to lead your country. This was a very good experience, and I'm sure he must have earned this from the way he grew up in all these social sectors.
It reminds me of a point when, immediately after he took over power, many people did not see him inviting the former President Moi to State House for a consultation. A couple of people were quite adamant. In fact, way back then, some were like, okay, fine, let's have a meeting in an open place. But he insisted, no, bring President Moi to State House. Let's have a consultation. What would that show to a nation?